All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gallop Stallion. We are going to breed a dirt horse. So we're going to pick Love Shack and see if we can find a good combo to breed with Love Shack in order to get a dirt horse so we can unlock some of these dirt races. And I'm just not seeing what I want to see here in terms of the breeding results. A lot of inbreeding. All right, so we're going to see how this one goes. 5 stars for Vigor, 4 stars for most of the other stuff. Runner Bell and Love Shack. And because I'm not very creative, when I hear Runner Bell, I think of Taco Bell. So I'm going to call my horse Attack Taco. And we'll see how good an Attack Taco can do out there on the race course. All right, we're going to register. I'm expecting goodness, not greatness here. All right, so starting off with a B grade, it's got an open circle interval, no special abilities. It's running just off the lead. And we are going to try to unlock some dirt stuff here with this horse. All right, let's go out to the theme park. And please let me know if the background noise is too loud in the game noise. Let me know if that's too loud, and I'll downgrade it for future videos. All right, 8,000 to race Attack Taco. So let's do that. By the way, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Even if you're Canadian. All right, let's find a race that we can race in. I don't think that's going to be very easy. All right, I thought that was there dirt in there somewhere? No. Goodness. I just want to race a dirt race. God bless America. All right, the first race we can race is the Liquor Stakes, 8.5 furlongs on dirt in the New York track. Whether that's supposed to be Saratoga, Aqueduct, the Big A. Yeah, I really don't know. All right, Sunny, Fast, and Firm. We're going to get our bet in there. And we are not even the favorite. Good times. All right, it must be Saratoga. It looks too nice. All right, there's the field. Runner Bell's in the race. We're racing our own father. All right, perfect start. Look at that, folks.
And they're off.
Boom, and we're out of there. All right, let's get over to the rail as quickly as we can, if we can. And we've got open track in front of us, so I don't need the rail. I just need a clear path to the finish. As you guys know, that's very important to me. All right, a little overheated here. Dial it back. And we got about 5 furlongs left. Horse seems very easy to control. Got the first part of the hyperspace Mobius strip going on. Although we're in the blue now, and that doesn't bode well. I think we'll get a blue X in the middle if we stay in there too long. Speed up a little bit. Oh, can we get the revolutions? We're going to whip at 1.8. We've got a clear path to the finish. We do not get it. I hit the whip too late. All right, can I win without it? I think I can. The 3 is coming on. It's just not going to be quick enough. All right, victory number 1 under our belt.
We have a winner!
For Attack Taco. All right, course record at the Liquor Stakes. All superstar rated, and we hit our bet and probably made back what it cost to breed and enter the horse into racing. So that doesn't suck. All right, 84 speed, 84 staying, 87 courage, 74 stamina. And I blew past too quick to read the track circles and all that stuff. All right, can I get another dirt race? World Cup Juvenile. It's right there. What are you doing? All right, we're going to Long Beach. I don't know, Del Mar, maybe? All right, we again are not the favorite. 5.8 to 1. Too Quiet Sound actually looks like the 3rd favorite. So let's do a try. 347. Oh, really long odds. That'd be nice if that try hit. And I box that up, so any combo of 3, 4, and 7 in the first 3 spots will lead to a huge payoff. All right, here's a look at the field. One really big long shot, I think.
The horses are on the track.
Almost a perfect start.
And they're off.
And I think I'm just going to let the other horses get past me and then start moving over. Yep, and he's already lugging back out there. I had to go around him. All right, now we'll cut back into the rail. And then we can start trying to get in the right spot. Again, we got that first part of the Mobius strip there to get the revolutions. A little too fast here, burning a little too much green. Always makes me super nervous. But I think we'll get the Bread X in the middle, no problem. Let me hydrate my throat. All right, no revolutions. We're gonna have to win this one the old-fashioned way. 4 started to come up on the far outside. We're heads up with the 3 and maybe 10. 8 coming hard, but we've got the finish line. And I think I won that pretty easily, comparatively speaking. I mean, it was close, but it wasn't a photo or anything. All right, another track record. And we did not get our super try, unfortunately for me. All right. Let's take a look at what we need to get some horse titles. Desert Prince. That is in year 4, I believe. February Stakes, that's year 4. My horse has no energy anyway. All right. Double circle on dirt. Looks like open circles for 2 of the tight track and the counterclockwise. So that bodes well. I think we'll go back to Long Beach here, back to Del Mar. For the Jupiter Stakes, another 8.5 furlongs. Much smaller field now, and we are the clear favorite. So we'll box it up there, or pardon me, I'll just do a straight exacta. Hoping for a 7-1 finish here in this race. All right, look at that. I already have the track record here. One somewhat long shot in the field.
Horses are on the track.
Another near perfect start.
And they're off.
And without saying, I like races with less than, 8 to 10 horses. Less horses is always good. More horses means, in my opinion, greater chance that somebody's going to have an incredible race. Also greater chance you could get caught up against the rail or behind the pack and just being unable to get free or get a clear path to the finish line. So I'm going to stay on the outside here. I might move in a little bit once I get clear of this horse, but I'm fine where I'm at right now in terms of not needing to go to the rail. We are going to have to lug out a little bit here as we get closer to the finish. And it looks like the 8 just kind of started to pull away a little bit. All right, everybody's coming for the finish line. We hit the whip. We're a little bit over the 2 and starting to pull away. The 4 is going to come on, but far too late. So it'll be a 7-4 exacta, so we didn't hit that.
We have a winner.
But another win for the Attack Taco. All right, look at that. Some more SS's in there. All right, let's look at the horse card real quick. Ooh, double circle for tight track. I didn't realize it was a double. All right, look for another dirt track here. Dirt track race. Can we get anything? It's not unlocked yet. Yep. LA Derby. That seemed like it was way in the future. How about the Hyacinth Stakes? Alright, I guess not. Let's look at our special steps. King of North America, you got to win the Louisville Derby and 3 other races. Derby King, that's for turf. 2000 G King, that is for turf. Specialist, look at Dirt Champ, it's just 5 wins and special grade 1 dirt. We already got at least one. All right, so we are going to race in the LA Derby. And then we'll just, I think we're going to add these in. Louisville Derby. All right. That's about 4 weeks in between those 2 races. Baltimore Derby. We're going to enter that. And then we are going to do the Washington Derby. Oh, sorry, New York Derby. All right, so there is your Triple Crown in real life. And it's got a short interval in there. We were the 2-year-old colt of the year in terms of special races. And so, hooray for us. Just 2,000 Gs, pardon me. All right, here in the LA Derby, we are the odds-on favorites. We're going to set up our exacta. It's cloudy, but the track is fast and firm. We're going to do a 6-3 exacta, 12-1. Yeah, it's funny to me how Europe is all about turf racing, and North America and Japan and probably Dubai, dirt racing is king. It's just super interesting to me how it worked out that way.
The horses are on the track.
I have no idea why. I'm sure I could look it up if I was really motivated.
And they're off.
All right, not the greatest start of all time. And the fact that we're quickly sinking to the rear and overheating at the same time is not great. Not ideal. We're just going to stick to it, keep working our way up the outside. Looks like our horse sped up a little bit, or everybody else slowed down from the start. So we are working our way around. 6 furlongs remaining. We're in like 4th place. And this is right where we want to be. We're not going to get the revolution, so at this point, I just want to stay in striking distance of the leaders. Started to fall back a little bit because we went to this blue mode I've talked about before. My horses like to ride in the blue mode for some reason. But we're going to gradually increase our speed. Coming around this last turn, a little collision there. And maybe there, and maybe there, and maybe there, and maybe there. Anyway, we're going to go to the whip. And we're going to edge in front of the one horse. And I'm going to move over here into the middle of the track and get the victory. That also prevents a horse from running up your inside when you come in like that. All right, we unlocked a couple of horse titles with that victory. Dirt Champ and G1 Hunter, and we set another track record. So this horse is really good on dirt, even though it didn't really look like it was going to be that great starting out. Obviously, no special abilities. Starting out with a B growth thing. You can see the courage is kicked up, and we're already a star level horse, so I think this horse is going to develop really nicely right around that 4-year mark. All right, here in the Kentucky Derby, aka the Louisville Derby, we are a slight favorite. We're going to set up our exacta, probably a slight favorite because it's rainy, muddy yielding track. 38.9 to 1. We're hoping for a 4-7 finish. I am the favorite, but just by a little bit. All right, no twin spires. Oh well. Da, 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 da. They don't play the accurate songs, so I was just humming a little bit of my old Kentucky home there. All right, here we are getting ready to start the Kentucky Derby. Not a great start.
And they're off.
Off we go. All right, we're going to start moving over right away. And we're going to take that rail right there. Now the horses behind us have to go around. All right, around the first corner here, we're going a little bit too fast. And then we go right into the blue, which I'm not happy about. And we're not going to get revolutions. We're going to have to win this one through our good looks and charm. All right. 5 furlongs remaining. The 14 is creeping up ahead of us. The 8 and 13 are creeping alongside of us. The 6 looked like it was about to make a run. The 10, 9, the 12, but we are still in the lead. The 10 coming hard, and he's going to come right up to the front, but not take the lead. And we're going to go to the whip right as the 11 makes the run up. And the 11 is going to come with us, but nobody's really close. We're going to cruise to another victory, pulling away, and we're not going to get our exacta at all. Yep. Easy win for Attack Taco. All right, we unlocked 2 horse titles, Dirt Champ and G1 Hunter, with that victory. And another course record. Sub 2 minutes. I'll take it. All right, so number 1 race down. Remember, it's 4 races in this game, not 3. All right, so we unlocked some special races. Speed and staying kicked up to 90. Courage kicked up to 94. So I don't think it's going to be much longer before this horse is rated a superstar horse. I think it's a really good dirt horse. All right, here you can see we're going to get our bet in at the Baltimore Derby, which would be the Preakness Stakes. 9.5 furlongs, sunny, good track, and we are the favorite. All right. All these special races start with the same record time. So if you win any race, basically, unless you're super slow, you're going to set all those track records for every special race. All right, better start than last time.
And they're off.
We're a little bit farther outside. I am going to try to move over. So I was just wondering if anybody's ever whipped another person's horse during a race. I'm sure that's happened before, but I was just like, I wonder if you could mess somebody up by whipping their horse. The horse takes off right in the beginning. I'm sure you get disqualified for that. It'd be funny. Oh boy, it's been a long day. What's wrong with having a laugh? All right, we're not going to get the revolutions here. Running in the blue. Slow pace on this race. I'm in a good position here. I feel very comfortable with where we're at. Going to just gradually try to increase our speed here. All right, we're going to go to the whip here any second now. There we go. Taking off, a little collision there. The horse recovered fine. And we're going to nose in front of the 7 and pull away. See, the horse did go to gray energy there, but it recovered really quickly. So that's great. Now that we know it'll recover like that. All right, 2 races down and another course record. Sub 2 minutes. So faster than last time by a little bit. Some superstar ratings there. All right, and we got paid. All right, no energy. We're running in the gray. But this is what you're going to have to do to win some of these horse titles. You're going to have to run your horse with no energy whatsoever. So the Belmont Stakes is coming up next. Courage ticked up to 95. You can see we prefer a counterclockwise track or a tight track. All right. Are we going to go into the race? We are. All right, here we are, 12 furlongs, sunny, muddy yielding. And we are not the favorite. Social Drink is the favorite, the one horse. So we're going to have to come from behind here to get this done. We'll get our bet in 5-1 straight exact at 18.9 to 1. We are not even the second favorite. Amazing. All right, here we are back in New York for the third leg of the real Triple Crown. All right, another small field. No complaints here. Perfect start.
Go!
Love to see that.
Great start.
And we're going to edge over for the rail. Can we get the rail? Almost. That guy's riding his horse like Paul freaking Revere right there. All right, we're going to edge up in here and take the rail. And that's right where I wanted to be. We're moving up a little bit, but overheating, so we're going to slow down and go into the blue. Oh God, what's my horse doing? Stop running away. All right, Blue Revolution. So we got to stay in the blue. I want to say I've gotten this before. I may have mentioned this. 2.3 furlongs I whipped to get the Blue Revolutions. So try 2.3 if you're getting this and then the blue X in the middle. We should get the blue X in the middle. I feel pretty confident about that.
Midway down the back stretch.
Because we've been running in the blue the entire time when we weren't overheating. All right, we didn't get it. I don't understand. All right, got to win it on the merits here. We're going to start increasing our speed as we get under 2.5 furlongs. We're going to edge in front, and here comes the 2. We're going to go to the whip. As you can see, we're going to easily hold everybody off. No late runs. And we're going to cruise to victory in the Belmont Stakes. So the real Triple Crown unlocked not a horse title in this race. We've got to win a World Cup race to get that. So that's what the King of North America is in reference to. That'll be another horse title if we get it. For Attack Taco. Another course record, 225-3. And some more SS's there. No bet winnings, unfortunately. All right, we are totally out of energy. We're now in the black. Gonna go check to see what we need here for King of NA. The World Cup Classic, which should be sometime in September, I think. All right. So I think we can race before that. I would like to race before that. I think it's in the 4th week of September. Nope. All right. October. 4th week of October. All right. 5th week of October. There it is, the World Cup Classic. So that's the race we need for the King of North America. Are we just going to skip straight to that? Okay, I guess we're going to skip straight to that. I don't know why I did that, but oh well. I think we should be able to win this. Just 10 furlongs. Rainy, muddy, and yielding, which isn't great. And you can see it's got a red line behind it, so that lets you know it's a special race. We got our bed in, and we're relatively close to the rail. So I have good feelings about this one. Oh God, look at the weather. Yikes. All right, the World Cup Classic. This should be Arlington Racetrack in Chicago or outside Chicago. Maybe in Arlington Heights.
The horses are on the track.
All right. Almost a perfect start.
And they're off.
And we're going to go to that rail. No problem.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right. You've got to be kidding me. Arlington is closed? It closed in 2021. What a bummer, man. All right. Shoot. I swear I was just betting on a race in Arlington a couple years ago. Closed in 2021. What a shame. All right, we are fading back a little bit here, but we've still got the rails, still got a very clear path in front of us. We're gonna see if we can get this blue X in the middle for the blue revolutions. Everyone is respectfully giving me a clear path. No revolutions, we're gonna start speeding up. You can see some other horses starting to make their run up. We're going to go to the whip at 2.4. Off like a shot to the front of the pack. I think it's pretty much salted away already, folks. We are going to win the King of North America title. Going away only the 12. Coming up to challenge just a little at the very end.
We have a winner.
All right.
Yes. Horse title.
King of North America horse title unlocked. Another track record, another sub 2 minutes. So horse is getting faster. Same times, longer distances. All right. We are now superstar level, 94 speed, 94 staying, 97 courage. A double circle for tight track, a double circle for dirt. And looks like we excel at 6 to 10 furlongs. But we've raced 12 before, we know that. I don't think I should race a turf race. Just saying. Are we going to enter a turf race? Or am I going to cancel this? All right, let's cancel that. All right, let's find another race here. Yeah, there's not a lot of dirt races populating here yet. I think we're going to have to switch over to the regular races here. Maybe the Tokyo Cup possibility. And then we'd have to start with the February Stakes. So why don't we do the Tokyo Cup? Yeah, the one thing that's not great about this horse is the distance. If it was like 6 to 13, I'd be ecstatic. 6 to 10 is good, but it's not great. All right, sunny, muddy and yielding, it looks like. It doesn't really look that sunny. Gonna get our bet in. And we'll see what we can do here in the Tokyo Derby. I guess it is sunny. The Tokyo Cup, pardon me. Mist Horn, you remember him. A couple of longer shots in here.
The horses are on the track.
And we've got the rail. A fortuitous piece of luck.
And They're off.
All right, we're off. Just gonna move over just a little bit and keep ourselves right in the green. And we're not really in the lead at all. It's a little disconcerting, but remember, this is the beginning of the race. A lot of these horses come out of the gate very fast, do a ton of running in the beginning. Whereas we do the opposite. We start off generally pretty slow unless we get a perfect start, and then I have to increase my speed to move up. Now we're in the lead in the blue. We're not going to get the revolutions, so we're just going to run our race here and then start our kick probably at about 1.8. Fast pace. We are now in third and in danger of being overtaken for fourth. And so I'm going to start gradually trying to increase my speed. Now we're in second. And still a little too early there for the speed boosts. Got a clear lead here. And we are not whipping. Now we'll whip because the fours start to come up. And immediately you can see they all just fall to the rear. We're going to win this race going away.
Excellent.
Here in the Tokyo Cup. All right, easy win. Look at that. Huge gap.
Incredible. No one can match you.
All right, course record in the Tokyo Cup. And we hit a big bet there. All right, so now we've got to start unlocking the Desert Prince. We didn't win anything. We didn't win the best dirt horse. We didn't win the best 3-year-old colt. We won nothing, even though we won the King of North America horse title and dominated. We didn't win anything. Amazing. All right, let's go look at this Desert Prince. Kyoto Stakes, February Stakes, Caesar Cup, World Cup Classic, Independence Cup, and one other one there at the end. So I think we're going to race this in two parts. There is the Kyoto Stakes. And there is the February Stakes. It's about 3 weeks later. I think I'm going to get in the Golden Eagle Stakes here, maybe. Universal Cup, maybe. Here in Dubai. Tight track, very tight track, so my horse will love that. We're going to do the Universal or the Golden Eagle. We'll do the Universal. All right, and then we should have one more race here in the first half. Nagano? Is it Nagano? Am I even going to check? Good grief. Caesar Cup. There we go. All right, so that is our racing schedule for the first half of the year. Pretty solid. Get a good bit of rest for that Caesar Cup. And we will be halfway to the Desert Prince. All right, here in the Kyoto Stakes, we are the favorite, but it is a relatively big field, and we're more on the outside. Not ideal. Gonna get our bet in here. All right, this is super important for us to get this horse title unlocked. All right, there you can see, looks like almost twice around the track. here in Kyoto. Tight corners.
The horses are on the track.
You'll know what I mean when I say tight corners when we go to Dubai, though. Yeah, Dubai's track is like a giant triangle.
That was a beautiful start.
All right, pretty good start. We're going to try to get over to the rail here. Kind of a long ways to go from the far outside. Are we going to make it over to the rail? Yes, we are. There is one horse ahead of us. I'm hoping he decides to move over. But there's also room between those two horses, so I might just go in between. Overheating a little bit. Alright, we're going to collide. Move to the outside here to get our clear path forward. And it looks like the grain meter is still ticking a little bit forward, so that's good. Let's go around this turn. There should be one more part of the turn.
5
And
furlongs
then
to
it
go.
should be a straightaway. And we seal to the rail. Oh, this is the backside. Never mind. One more big turn, and then it'll be the final part. All right, starting the turn, we're not going to get the revolutions. We're in the lead easily. We're going to start the whip, and we didn't really even need it.
An amazing burst
And
of
we're going to
speed.
cruise to victory here. Easily done.
Fantastic.
All right, race number 1 down.
Incredible! No one can match you.
Another track record. A little slower, but we did win our bet. And next should be the February Stakes. All right, 95 speed and staying, 98. I think for courage. The worst rating is feel for this horse. Another big field, and we are on the outside. Sorry, I'm yawning up a storm. It's not even my bedtime. Good grief. All right, are we gonna bet, or am I just gonna think about it? Good grief. All right, 1210 exacta in the books for 900, 12.1 to 1. 8 furlong sunny fast and firm in DC for the February Stakes. This track's probably closed too. Who knows? All right, here is the field.
The horses
Not
are on
really
the
any
track.
long shots that I noticed. Perfect start,
And away they go.
and
That was a
we're
great
off.
start.
And I'm going to use that perfect start to do nothing to improve my position. All right, now we're going to start moving over. As long as the horse to my right lets me move over. And right here, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to the rail, so why would I keep trying to? And we're just going to stay right here, slow down just a little bit.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
A little bit of a collision there. And these horses next was keep lagging out or lugging out. Oh my god, that guy's just
They're in the
totally
home
running into
stretch.
me. Alright, we're not going to get the revolutions, but we are going to get the whip.
Show your guts.
Going in a competition with the 4. And the 10 looks like it's creeping up, but we are in the lead and we are victorious.
We have a winner!
Bernash. All right, no course record. Well, okay. We did hit our bet. All right, 96 speed and staying, 99 courage, 91 tenacity. And this horse did not have 5-star ratings all the way across the board. It had 1-5 and 3 4s. So keep that in mind when you're in the Gallop Stallion breeding. This horse could have been better, you know, and it's pretty strong on the dirt. All right, there's our exacta here in the Universal Cup. We're going to see some tight corners here. Dubai is one of the places I really like to race because it's at night and the music that they play is really cool, and the triangle shaped track is also interesting. So yeah, one of my favorite places to race is Dubai.
It's a beautiful night for racing. And they're off.
All right, almost a perfect start here under the lights. And we're going to try to get over to that rail. We do. And we're just going to cool out and do our thing. All right, I need to slow down. We're in the yellow. Slow down, horse. Slow down. All right, check out this corner coming up. Yeah. I think they call that a tight corner. Yep, very acute angle. All right, we're not going to get the revolutions, but we're running in the lead in the blue. Who cares about our time? We've got a lead. We've got a great dirt horse. The second corner. Still going. All right, finally, in the third leg of the triangle. Look at the lead we have. All right, the 10 coming on. We're going to go to the whip. Any forward motion they were making instantly ceases. And we're going to cruise to victory here in Dubai in the Universal Cup. Love racing there. Absolutely love racing there.
We have a winner.
All right, horse title unlocked.
Horse title race.
A horse title we cannot win called Gallop Racer. All right, course record just over 2 minutes. I can't win Gallop Racer because the other race you need to win is a turf race in Dubai, and this horse does not do well on turf. So we are not going to compete for that horse title. All right, sustained growth curve. Is this a Caesar Cup? Nagano, sorry. All right, clear favorite here in Nagano. We're racing against one of my favorite horse names, Pro Destroyer. And we're going to set up that exacta for us and Pro Destroyer. 16.8 to 1, if he can come on through. By the way, total run time for today's video, 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 50 seconds, and 53 tenths of a second. There's the field.
The horses
And
are on
we're going to
the
have to come in, I think, from the outside here.
And away they go. That was a great start.
All right, We fell behind there, but we're going to use that opportunity to move on over. And we're going to secure our favorite spot on the rail. We're going to move up and block out the one. And then we're going to overheat. So we're going to slow it down. Alright. Right there. Alright, the 6 is still way in front. That's fine. Got about 4 furlongs left.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
We can let him run a little bit here. All right, here comes the pack. No revolutions. We're just off the lead.
2 furlongs
And
to
we're going to go to the whip at 1.8. Pulling in front of the 4.
An amazing burst of
And
speed.
again, we are going to make our way to victory without really being challenged here on Attack Taco. Running away with it.
We have a winner.
All right, there's an inquiry. Spoiler alert. We still won. Blah, of course. Give me a break. All right. We should have one more mandatory race in our queue. The Kaisar Cup. As you can see, tenacity ticked down a point. Speed and staying ticked down a point. We are starting to lose our greatest abilities, folks. It's a shame. That means the glue factory is right around the corner. Although, to be frank, this horse would never go to the glue factory. They just put him at stud in a barn and let him make baby fast horses that are good on dirt. The glue factory would not be an option. That makes me wonder if I told the Cheeseburger in Paradise story. I think I have, so we'll skip that for now. All right, here we go in the Caesar Cup. We're in Tokyo. We already have the track record at this track. It should be a victory for us. Quick look at the field.
It's a beautiful
Under the
night for
lights
racing.
in Tokyo.
And they're off.
All right, and we're off. Pretty good start. And I think I'm going to try to make my way to the rail now. Am I? All right, maybe I'm not going to try to make my way to the rail. I'm just going to try to keep my nose up in front here, even though I'm speeding. Now I'm going to go over for the rail. I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to blow all this energy, I might as well get my preferred track position. All right, we're back in the green. We've got one part of the red revolution. Remember, you get those if you're riding your horse in the proper leg and the proper amount of exertion, of which we're doing neither.
5 furlongs to go.
But again, my belief, some horses are more prone to revolutions than others. All right, just inside of 4 furlongs. And we're not going to get the revolutions. And we're waiting for everybody else to make their big run.
2 furlongs to go.
And we're going to stop waiting for them and make our own run. And essentially cruise to victory here in Tokyo. There's the finish line. Yep, there we are.
We have a winner.
Another win for Attack Taco. All right, no bet winning there, I don't think. All right, now we've got to get the second half of the Desert Prince. And that's going to be the Japanese World Cup Classic, the Independence Cup, and the Tokyo Cup. And so that means, as you can see, we're getting slower, down to 94 speed. That means we might have to race some weird races here in the middle. And there aren't really even any options yet because we haven't unlocked them. I'm almost of the mind to skip right to the mandatory races at this point. All right, we're going to take a look at the path here, which may be somewhat confusing. There's the Independence Stakes, and there is the Tokyo Cup. So Japanese World Cup Classic, that's under our belt. Then it should be Independence and then Tokyo Cup. Look at that. It's like I've done this before. All right, we're just going to register for all these too. Just easier to accomplish that way. I think I went past Independence. All right, there it is. We're going to have to go a little bit longer. 5 furlongs extra on that one, or half of a furlong, pardon me. And then the Tokyo Cup to close out the year, and that should be the Desert Prince horse title. All right, very strong horse. Strongly recommend this breed pairing. I think it worked out great. You know, the only thing I would note is that breeding's kind of a gamble. You never know what you're going to get. How the algorithm is going to roll the dice and, you know, give you some of mom and some of dad, and sometimes you get all the bad stuff. All right, here we go. Looks foggy. Japanese World Cup Classic, 10 furlongs on the dirt from Yokohama, Japan. I think I had a Yokohama chicken once. I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about like a pet chicken. I'll have to look that up. All right, almost perfect start. They're off. We've got the rail. All right, let's look that up. Is it called the Yokohama chicken? All right, there is a breed of chicken called the Yokohama. They were originally shipped from the Japanese port of Yokohama. That's why they're known by that name. But it says it's a German breed. All right, we are doing well here. Right where I want to be. First part of the revolutions is blue. And I think the second part is going to be blue. Five furlongs remaining, slow pace. Most of the field is far behind. Oh, we went to the yellow. No. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Oh, that guy wanted to run up real bad. All right, no revolutions. We're going to have to speed back up. Last turn. Can we squeeze in? Yes.
2 furlongs
To the whip. Little collision there.
Show your guts.
Right to the front.
An
Oh, my.
amazing burst of speed.
He was emailing me at 10:47 p.m. All right, anyway. Victory there. 2 more, and we get another horse
We
title.
have a winner.
All right, Japanese World Cup Classic. Nice. Should be the Independence Cup and then the Tokyo Cup. All right, here in the Independence Cup, we are barely the favorite. So So we're going to get our exacta 8-1 for 937.7 to 1. And just about 14 minutes left in the video. We just passed an hour. All right, another track where Mist Horn has the track record, at least for the time being. And that is the field 249 to 1.
The horses are on the
Goodness
track.
gracious. All right, almost a perfect start.
And they're off.
And we're off in the Independence Cup. All right, moving over. Can we secure the rail? Little collision there. Little collision, keep those other horses on us. There's the rail. We immediately go into overheating modes. We're going to hopefully get this horse under control. All right, into the blue. And we were still right up at the front. Now starting to fall back a little bit. We're not going to get the revolutions, so I'm going to start speeding up a little bit, piece by piece. Fast pace. I don't know about that.
They're
The lap
midway down
times
the
don't
back
look fast.
stretch.
All right, starting to increase our speed a little bit. And we're moving up. Just one horse between us and the lead. Around the final turn, we take the lead.
They're in the home stretch.
And we've got the rail. Here they come.
To go.
Going to go to the whip. And it is going to be enough. As we pull away, the 10 and 1 are duking it out there for second place. The first place is all ours with Attack Taco. All
We
right,
have a winner.
horse title reach.
You've reached the horse
The
title
Desert
race.
Prince. Once we get this, I think we'll unlock a ton of special races. We did set a course record, so even though we didn't win any money, it was still a really good race. All right, Tokyo Cup. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, is it the Tokyo Cup? Yeah, it is. All right. I think we're going to win 10,000 G's this year with the awards. Oh, again, we're on the outside. Goodness. But we are easily the favorite. So we're going to get our box 13, or straight 13-11 in at 21.4 to 1. Ten furlongs in Tokyo, cloudy, fast, and firm. All right. We hold the course record at this course. We're on the outside dirt track. And at least one really long shot.
The horses are on the track.
And a perfect start.
And they're off. That was a great start. Hey, what are you doing?
All right. Look at that. I forgot what I was doing. We took off like a shot. We went straight to the front. And now we're going to slow down and let everybody catch back up. This was a little unnerving at first, I got to admit. I was like, man, did we run ourselves out? We're not going to get the revolutions, so there's no saving us with that. We're just going to have to try to hold on to this massive lead. The other horses are starting to catch back up. You can see the 9, and then the whole entire field is edging forward. Because we're running where this horse always runs, which is in the blue. All right, 4 furlongs remaining. Started to speed up a little too much there. back to the blue. Now the 11 is moving up. The 2 a little bit. The 3 a little bit. Going for the finish to the whip. And I think we're going to have just enough to hold off the 11 and get the Desert Prince horse title. There it is. Great victory. All right. Horse title reached.
Yes. Horse title earned.
Or earned. Desert Prince. That should unlock a bunch of new races. 12:02 and 7/10, and we hit a bet. Not too shabby if I say so myself. How about the awards? All right, let's go over to dirt. We finished second on the special Gallup World Series. We won a normal dirt horse, that's it. What? I got jobbed. All right, special G1 dirt race are now unlocked. That is why it's so important to do that. All right, you can see the horse card is fully unlocked here. 99 courage still. Speed and staying are at 93, so we're on the downslope. But this horse can race at least a couple more times. So I think we're going to go back to Dubai. I'm just going around here like a wild man. And the other thing is the Phillies race finally unlocked there at the World Cup, I think. Maybe. So I'll be able to race for that. Yeah, Queen of North America World Cup Distaff. Let's see if that unlocked. I don't think it did. I don't think it was the Distaff. World Cup Emperor, which we unlocked. We can't get that because that has a turf. Dubai complete. You have to win every race in Dubai. And there are 4 races and only 3 of them are unlocked to my knowledge. Yeah, Climax Stakes is not unlocked yet. So you gotta have a strong horse to do that. Empress, that's for a filly. As you can see, utter domination. 17 races, all at grade 1, 17 wins for Attack Taco. Several course records you can see on the far right hand side. All right, I guess we're going to risk perfection. We're going to go back to Dubai for the Golden Eagle Stakes. 6 furlongs on the dirt. All right. Back to my home away from home in the desert. All right, we are clearly the favorite over the number 2 horse. We're going to get our exacta 4-3 in for 900. All right, here we are. 6 furlongs, just a straight shot down the track in the Golden Eagle Stakes here in Dubai. My computer is trying to get me to finish setting up.
It's
just
a
like, come on,
beautiful
dude.
night for racing.
All right, perfect start. This bodes well.
And
Off we
away
go
they
like
go.
a shot.
That
Look at
was
that.
a great start.
Attack Taco is still bringing it. All right, the other horses surge in front. That's okay. We are biding our time here. All right, 1/3 of the Red Revolution is in place. We are running in the green. 2 parts are in place. We're going to whip at 1.8. Can we do it? Can we get the revolutions? Yes, we can. Off like a shot, Attack Taco will not be denied here under the lights in Dubai.
Amazing burst of speed.
Embarrassing the field. Skunked as we go to victory. Amazing. Look at him go. What a great win.
Incredible! No one can match you.
Course record 109.09, all superstar level. We didn't hit our bet, unfortunately. All right. I gotta say, I don't really think I want to race anymore with this horse. We've got perfection. Feel moved up to 70, which is very nice. Clearly the horse could keep running, but I don't want to lose my perfect record with this horse. My phone is telling me it's bedtime. It's just performed so well. 18 wins, all at grade 1, all victories. This Gallop Racer title, the Universal Cup is a turf race. So just these 4 titles was all I really needed to get. And I think I'm just going to call it right there. We're in the lead on the Gallop World Series for dirt. That won't carry out through the end of the year. Let's see what else is out there. I don't really know. I don't really see anything that I want to race. So we are going to retire Attack Taco here. Tremendous career. 3 earned stars, 18 races, all at grade 1, all victories. I don't think I retried a single race with this horse. And we unlock the Field of Legend. All right, that was fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this episode in our career mode, quote unquote, of Gallop Racer 2006. If you enjoyed watching Attack Taco do his thing, don't forget to hit the like button. I will see you next time, folks. We're going to go to the barn and check him out in the breeding stall. But really, that was super satisfying to race him and do so well. All right, 8,000 to breed. And here's our breeding ability. Courage, speed, and staying. The weakness is feel. A little bit of inbreeding from Sharp Hunter, but that just made the horse better. I don't think you can argue with that, with the results. So, tremendous horse. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time, everybody. We're going to save, and that's going to be it. Thanks so much.